What's going on, my friend? It's Jeff Newport from chasingstrength.com. And in today's video, we are going to discuss how to get a bigger upper body using your kettlebells, of course, without getting a fatter waist. Now, one of the problems I've seen over the last 30 to 35 years of training is that it's incredibly hard, if not downright impossible, for many, if not most guys to put on muscle without putting on fat at the same time. In fact, you might be familiar with the old bulk cut bodybuilding cycle, right? That bodybuilders and powerlifters use. Okay. So if you're not, here's a quick refresher. Actually, would it be a refresher if you don't know it? So if you do know it, here's a refresher. And if you don't, here's how it works. Okay. So you pick a length of time, like 12 weeks, and you eat a lot and you lift as hard as you possibly can, right? And at the end of said period, like 12, 16 weeks, hopefully you'll be 10 to 25 pounds or 5 to 10 kilos heavier for my metric friends, okay? And the beautiful thing is, in most cases, if you did it right, your upper body's bigger, your shoulders are broader, your arms are thicker, your back is wider, and your chest is bigger. And of course, your legs are thicker too, and so is your hips and your calves and all that good stuff, right? But the problem is your waist is a lot bigger and thicker too. And in some cases, for many guys, it's much bigger, like not just a little bigger, but much bigger, right? So, yeah, your pants, they may be the same size, but now you wear your belt lower, right? And you can feel things squish over your waistband when you sit down or bend forward or both, right? Then on the appropriate date, when said bulking cycle is complete, you cut back on your calories, slowly peel off the extra fat you gained while preserving the hard-won muscle, right? In theory. Okay, so if you've ever done this the old school way, then you know that most guys train their butts off for about 6 months, only to end up with a whopping extra 2 to 3 pounds of muscle mass, if that, especially if they're natural, right? Not on the juice. So what's the secret in air quotes? I don't think we've done air quotes on this channel for a while. What's the secret to maintaining your upper body gains while stripping off that waist, right, on your waist? Well, it's threefold. Okay, so here we go. Get a pen, write this down if you need to. Actually, you know what? Just copy and paste it. I'll leave it in the comments below, or the description section, excuse me. All right, so number one, what you're going to do is you're going to ramp up your muscle building hormones, your testosterone and growth hormone. And of course, you're going to do this naturally. And you're going to do it through the types of food you eat, the quantities of food you eat, your training, right? The style of training that you use, and of course, your recovery processes. Number two, you're going to focus on increasing your maximum strength. Okay, so the amount of weight you can lift in all your lifts. Number three, you're going to focus on increasing your anaerobic conditioning. Okay. Now, I know that some of those things run counter to much of conventional wisdom these days, especially with the number of ads promoting TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy, right? So let's just be crystal clear here. TRT is just fancy medical speak, medical terminology for using steroids, right? Unless, of course, you've had testicular cancer or other forms of cancer and need to use TRT, right? Obviously, if you're one of those guys, then you get a pass here, right? For the rest of the guys, you're just using the junk, man. You're just using the gear. Okay. So that's number one. All right. Number two, we have a lot of older guys talking about lifting lighter to save their joints. Okay. Well, what if you just learned how to lift correctly in the first place and having a smart restoration program in place, right? I'm still 51 years old and I can barbell snatch more than I actually weigh, right? So that's pretty unusual and pretty uncommon for guys over 50, guys over, for any guy really. Okay. Again, I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just telling you that to show you what is possible if, okay, you lift smart, you lift correctly, your technique is good, and you have a smart restoration program in place. Okay. Hopefully I didn't beat a dead horse there. Okay. So, and number three here, right, there's a near incessant obsession with increasing the amount of zone 2 cardio you need to do in order to increase your VO2 max, improve the health of your mitochondria, and live a longer, high quality life. Okay. I don't know if you've been following any of the longevity and health gurus out there, but that seems, at least in my opinion, and I've had a lot of people ask me about that, it seems, right, near obsessive. Okay. So I think one thing that we really need to point out there is the fact that large doses of aerobic exercise actually chew up your muscle, which we're trying to keep on our bodies. And we need that muscle as we age because we lose it especially the type 2 fast twitch muscle fibers as we get older. There's also the fact that intelligent anaerobic exercise has been proven to improve not only the health of your mitochondria, but it can actually increase the number of mitochondria you have per cell. So case in point, Christoph, who's one of my customers, he did exactly what we're talking about. He actually put on 2.5 pounds, 1 kilo of muscle, and made his pants noticeably wider in the waist. I'm going to flash his review up here. It's actually a screenshot of a conversation that he and I had through chat. And he did this without changing his diet. And I think that's super important. He did it without changing his diet. You can see that in the screenshot that we're sharing here. And he did it in just 16 weeks or 4 months. And I know what you're thinking. That doesn't sound like a lot. 2.5 pounds of muscle, right? 1 kilo. But again, he did it without changing his diet, and he did it while gaining strength, and he did it without doing aerobic exercise, right? He's focused on anaerobic exercise. And again, I want to point out it doesn't sound like much until you consider that that's right around what most guys achieve using the old bulk cut cycle over 24 to 32 weeks, right? 2 12-week periods or 2 16-week periods. So Christoph did that not using traditional methods or means, and he did it in only 16 weeks. And he did it without the pain of hardcore dieting or long, slow, boring cardio that chews up your muscle. Okay, now, if you'd like similar or better results than Christoph, I'll leave a link to the Kettlebell Burn 2.0 program in the description below. All right. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, click the like button, smash the subscribe button, share this with a friend, and leave me a comment below in the comment section if you like on your experience with bulking and cutting, if you've ever done one of those cycles or more than one cycle. All right. Until next time, my friend, stay strong.